Hey friends, how y'all doing? Welcome back to my channel. I am Tracy L. Turner, and yeah, I know it's been a little while. There's kind of a few reasons for that, but I'm here today. And just wanted to check in and let y'all know what's been going on. Not a whole lot, actually, which is the reason why it has been such a long time in between videos. I'm struggling right now. I'm really struggling ever since I came back from the residency, which is about 2 months ago now, since I've been back to Reno, and just trying to take inventory of my life and trying to figure out the next steps from there. I'm going to be pretty honest, since I've been back and just been ruminating on the summer and the residency and I don't know, just my life in general, specifically my art life, I'm not feeling very encouraged right now. I know this is a part of the process of being an artist. There are these cycles maybe where you're just, sometimes you're up and everything's going great, you're feeling good, productive, work's getting out there, positive responses, and then it just starts going down and you hit this valley of uncertainty, indecision, self-doubt, and who knows how long this little period lasts, and then you start coming back up and then everything is good and back on track again. I am definitely hitting a valley, and it happened very sharply, and just it's also been very difficult. I've hit these points before, and they've always seemed pretty manageable. I mean, I'm usually pretty good about allowing it to happen and accepting it and just kind of working through it, but this time, I don't know what it is exactly, but it's hit super hard, and I'm finding it really difficult to paint and enjoy painting right now. I know I still do enjoy it. Maybe that's a bit of an overstatement, but I do still enjoy it. But I have not found the motivation to be consistent again and knock out work. And it didn't occur to me until I talked to a few of my creative friends that I'm just burned out. It didn't feel like burnout, to be honest. I don't know. It just felt like, oh, I just feel like shit and I don't feel like working. And I have all these things that I've made. I have these ideas. But where's it going? Does it mean anything at this point? I'm just toiling away and nothing is happening. Things aren't, I don't feel like I'm hitting that next level of exposure and monetary intake. So just, what's the point? What do I do? Should I quit art? Should I quit doing this? Been doing this for a little while now. Nothing's popped off. So why should I keep doing it? Maybe that's a sign that my work is shitty, or that it's never going to be at the level that I want it to be, or I'm not going to be able to prioritize it in the way that I want to, and I'll never be able to make money solely off of that. You know, these are the thoughts that have been floating around in my mind the last couple of months, and it's been pretty terrible. I haven't abandoned creativity altogether. I mean, I definitely still have little projects and just really non-serious things that I do that are creative and fun for me, but they have nothing to do with painting necessarily. I've been doing a lot of chilling too, just hanging out at home or going out by myself, hanging out with some buddies, or just really not, just basically not being in here. I have to say, doing this video has been the most time that I spent in here in a few weeks, probably since the last video. I don't know if you can tell in the background, but my studio is a fucking mess. It's just, it definitely is a reflection of what's going on inside my brain right now. It's a mess. Nothing is feeling right, looking right. I have the work that I did over the summer, and just the stuff I've been working on this year, and I like it, and it's good, but I also don't know what to do with it. So, since being back, and I've been popping out, just going out and checking out shows or just being out in public, and I see some friends or people who know me through my work or whatever, and they're asking me about, when's your next show, and what are you doing, been painting, and how's that going? And I have nothing to give them. I'm like, nope, I'm not really, don't have any shows coming up, I'm not doing anything, I just got nothing. And as true as that is, that doesn't necessarily feel good to say. And so, and then getting back to the point where it's like, okay, I have a plan and I'm feeling good and I'm making things and it's all making sense now and I'm having this passion and fire for it. Just getting back to that point has been just, it's been feeling really impossible lately. So, trying to take the advice of my friends, I'm just going to allow this time to be a break and not pressure myself into doing anything too serious. And then that feels bad because I'm not working and I have that mindset. I need to be doing work. I know how to produce and post and be busy. But I can't. It's just this really radical push and pull that is fucking me up inside right now, and that is also that's not energy to use to create at all. That doesn't motivate me at all. It just makes me want to sit and do nothing and feel it and just hope it goes away at some point. I don't know. I have been doing some reading and chilling, and I mean, even just talking with friends about it, or just recently I've started opening up about it with friends, and that's kind of helped. And they're very encouraging, and they're telling me not to give up, and it's just a season or whatever. And I hope they're right, because I do still find joy in painting and creating and making work, but it's just to actually put myself here, sit down and make it, it just hasn't been happening. And that rabbit hole just keeps going darker, getting darker and darker. And at this point, it's me trying to convince myself not to quit, because right now that's all I feel like doing. I think, oh, okay, well, I have these ideas, and say, I just start painting again, then what? I have a new piece, then what? Do I sell it? Do I want to put it in a show? Do I have to do a show? When I think about doing an art show, I don't get excited about it. Nothing about that sounds fun or interesting or like that's going to move me forward in a way. I can feel it in my face, like, I don't want to have to put a show together, have it mean something. I don't want to write no artist statement. I don't want to do it. Or I don't want to feel like I have to fill up a room of shit. just for what? For to have it sit there and not make money for me? You know, it's just, so then what? It's just this money suck and energy suck, and then there's this work. Then like, how do I? It's like, I know this is sounding really crazy, and I don't even know why I'm recording this and putting this out there for you right now, but I'm just trying to be straight up. Maybe me seeing this later will do something. I don't know. I just know that making these videos and posting them does mean something to me, and I do still like doing that, and I want to be honest with myself about what's going on. I want to be honest with all of you, or just whomever happens to stumble upon this, or any creatives that are maybe in the trenches of this particular cycle. I mean, you're not the only one. I know this is temporary. I know it. I know in my mind, you know, intellectually, I know this is just a period, but fuck, man, it's been really difficult. And so since I'm not painting, since I'm not necessarily putting my energy towards making things, I'm trying to figure out what to do with that energy, what else to do. I mean, hanging out with friends or going out or whatever only fulfills so much. So, I don't know, I do have a few things that aren't necessarily painting related, and that are just in the works that I'm not necessarily ready to talk about here right now yet, but at the very least there's that sort of feels good, and until that gets popping, it's just, it's still just energy that doesn't necessarily have anywhere to go. But I know I don't want to put it towards painting yet. Right now it still just kind of feels like a chore, or I definitely still have expectations attached to painting when I think about it. And yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping maybe in the next couple of weeks, or maybe the energy of a new year will kickstart something, and it'll be just a renewed energy and outlook. You know what I'm saying? But I'll address that when that comes. I specifically just wanted to talk about now, and it is just sort of a stream of consciousness type of video I'm doing right now. So I hope you're hanging in there. Bear with me. Yeah. So I have creative energy. It's leaking out a little bit, but not towards painting. That feels like such a chore. Thinking about putting together a show feels like a chore. Writing about it is a chore, but I just haven't. Well, no, take that back. It's not necessarily a chore. I just haven't made the time yet to complete these blog posts that I want to put out. So here's a video. Yeah, man. I don't know. Maybe me doing this is a way of me trying to be accountable by talking this out and sharing this with the world, and having this for future reference for me. Yeah, man, I'm going through it. What would maybe be a good use of my talents, I guess, or my energy, or what would give me a certain sense of meaning, I guess, or belonging. Sorry for all the air quotes. It's just it's just, these are words I'm using that I don't even know even mean anything to me. I'm just for the sake of this thought, I'm throwing these words in there to hopefully have it make sense. But anyway, my plan B, quote unquote, or backup, is always defaults to like, oh, maybe I'll just get myself a nigga, I guess, and be married and have kids and have that life. That's what everybody else does. That's how a lot of people find their meaning, by popping out kids or whatever, having that kind of domesticated or your conventional kind of life. But I don't know. I mean, I'm definitely not saying that to shit on anybody who does have that. I'm just saying for me, that's I guess the default, because that's not necessarily a priority right now, or it's just not something I have right now. But there aren't too many things that I could think of that would maybe be a sort of a compliment or replacement even for a life of me pursuing or prioritizing my creativity. So yeah, that just so if I know for some people, if the equivalent of that would be, oh, let me just get a regular ass job and punch in, punch out from 9 to 5. You know what I mean? Having a more settled life is that to me. I mean, I don't mind doing a 9 to 5, whatever, clock in, clock out type job. I mean, as long as I'm taking care of myself. Sometimes that's just the way you gotta go sometimes, and I have nothing against that. I know that I can adapt to that. It's fine. I'm doing it right now, and it's fine. But yeah, like, so sort of really putting my energy into a relationship or into a family or whatever, that is my, like, I guess, default kind of life. I think about that now, and it's still just kind of like, I don't know, I don't want to do that. So I know I'm not totally done with art yet. Maybe I'll never be done with it. And that wouldn't be so bad, but yeah, that's my barometer, I think. So when I start getting more excited about, I don't know, trying to find me a relationship or whatever to pour my energy into instead, I think when that starts to be more exciting, then I guess that's when art will take a little more of a backseat. But until then, so I guess it's reassuring that I'm not at that point yet. So that's where I've started, and then I also started just writing down shit. I just sat down. It took, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes, half an hour, something like that. I sat down and just thought about, for the rest of this year, what do I want to do, just creatively, or at least what are these ideas in my mind, just to sort of organize it a little bit, see it in front of me, and just not judge myself and just write whatever the fuck. And that helped a lot. It made me realize there are definitely still a lot of creative things that I still care about. It's just, I just can't do it yet. And so I'm trying to allow that to be enough for right now. I'm trying to allow that to be enough. It's because otherwise I'm just forcing it, and that doesn't feel good. There are times when I can force and it's fine. It's like, no, I need to do this. I gotta put it out there. That's a different thing. But right now it feels like, oh, I can't. And so there's no point in trying to make it happen when I can't do it. I physically cannot do it. So until then, I guess I don't know what the videos will be like until I get my ass back in gear, but I wanted to at least come to you guys today and just check in and give you that. I apologize for that being kind of all over the place and maybe not making sense, but I don't know, I'm just trying to keep going, and I just, yeah. Anyway, I'm just out here. So, okay, that is it for today. Thanks for stopping by. If this is your first time seeing me, sorry that was the first impression, but this doesn't have to be the last. Definitely hit that subscribe button to stay in touch. Join the circle of friends and keep following my art vlog. Well, I'm just trying to bring you guys real moments of my journey of being an artist and living an art life, I guess. And it's not always so pretty. It's not this perfect beginning, perfect middle / process, and then this wonderful product. It's the in-between shit a lot of times is really messy and it doesn't make sense and it doesn't always feel great. And you finding that bit that's in you to just keep going, I mean, that is, it's not hard to tap, it's really hard to tap into sometimes, especially if other things aren't necessarily going so well either in life. So yeah, I hope you'll come back and check in, and I hope to be in a much more productive and upbeat spirit next time. I'll try to do something a little fun. But yeah, for all of my arts and social media things and blog or whatever, I invite you to go check me out on my website, tracilturner.com. And yeah, drop me a line, see what's there. I did upload some of the work that I did over the summer, so if you haven't seen that, definitely go check it out. I also am on Instagram at Traci L. Turner. It is a little mini gallery of a lot of the work that I've done over the last few years and some fun stuff here and there as well. And yeah, I guess that's kind of about it. I am on a few other social media spaces, but I will just link them to you below. It's just my website and my Instagram are the two most cohesive and probably most updated things, and they're the most fun for me. So yeah, I just tell people to go there, so go check that out. All right. And yeah, I think that is all today. I'm gonna sign off, do something fun this week, and I will see you next time. Bye.